Government commissions Horizon Business Center to boost economic activities in the country. Health authorities and partner Gavi convened ahead of general immunization drive in the country. And authorities inspect the conditions of Yei Health Science Institute. Hello, good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in to SSBC. I am Matiang Joseph. We begin our news with major development in investment sector. Vice President for the Economic Cluster, Dr. Benjamin Bolmel, calls on the people of South Sudan to embrace peace and unity to allow sustainable development and encourage both national and international investment towards job creations for the young people in the country. Dr. Mel made the remarks while commissioning the city's landmark Horizon Business Center in the country. SSBC's Henry Jada reports.
On Monday, Juba City neighborhood woke up to the thrilling moment of the inauguration of a major business hub, the Horizon Business Center, designed to spur innovation and enhance economic activity. Vice President for Economic Cluster, Dr. Benjamin Bolmel, officially cut the ribbon to mark the operational launch of the business hub in the heart of Juba. In his address, Dr. Bolmel urged South Sudanese to work collectively to unite the country, which is transitioning from the conflicts of 2013 and 2016 towards peace and stability.
The project is an indicator of commitment from our Commander-in-Chief and you. President Salva Kiir cares about you. He values you. He also invests in you. And you know very well, better than me. We have been together. Though I was with you, I was also young. You know yourself very well how good he is. I'm appealing to you to continue supporting him, to support you, especially on security aspects of life and the country. I therefore urge you to remain loyal and disciplined.
He also called on the government post holders to prioritize development and appeal to the army to maintain discipline in safeguarding national security, a key factor in attracting investors and creating job opportunities for the youth.
The public institutions, other ministers, head of government agencies. This is an example for you to think about what you can do.
Senior Presidential Advisor Kwal Manyang Juk emphasized the need for the government to support the investment sector as a driver of national economic development.
We should continue with these self-supporting projects. And therefore, the idea of us, once we liberate the country, we put down the gun, especially for the elderly people, and then they take up the whole, so that we farm, support our economy, support ourselves, support our economy. We are proud of it. This nice building. Now, the success of this, and for us to get back the money, is that it has to be run commercially.
On his part, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Paul Nang, stated that the opening of the Horizon Business Center is a significant step towards sustainable development.
Your Excellency, the opening of this business center signifies the dawn of the new possibilities that go beyond commerce to reflect our share vision of national stability, growth, and modernization.
The governor of Central Equatorial State, Rabbi Majung Emmanuel, encouraged the management of Horizon Business Center to replicate similar projects across the region.
And I believe the vision has an objectives and goals that we realize it at the end of the day. If we can really concentrate, our leadership can also concentrate and fund the Minister of Defense and the SSPDF General Headquarters to have this kind of facilities all over the country. I'm sure we'll have very strong defense forces and security in the Republic of South Sudan.
This building is a symbol of discipline, resilience, and national pride.
The historic inauguration ceremony in Juba was attended by the high-ranking government officials, including the security advisor to the president, the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Chol Tong Balok, and senior generals from the South Sudan People's Defense Forces, SSPDF. The building behind me is a business center. It will bring new economic prosperity in the country. It will also bring new opportunities to the individuals and business peoples across the country for them together to drive with the government for economic development. There is need for permanent peace in South Sudan in order to allow such developmental projects to happen in South Sudan. Henry Jada John, SSBC News.
Thank you, Henry Jada, for that report. Now, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Monday Semaya Kumba, and the Director General of the South Sudan Civil Aviation Authority, John Waja Ilinana, have convened extensive discussions on fostering the country's role on the global aviation stage. John also briefed the minister on the recently concluded 42nd International Civil Aviation Organization General Assembly held in Montreal, Canada. In other news development, Minister Monday and the Indian Ambassador to South Sudan, Anil Notial, have deepened bilateral relations between the two nations to expand scholarship opportunities and capacity-building programs in the country. Both officials reaffirmed their respective countries' a strong commitment to deepening their collaborations. Now, reverting your attention to medical situation of the country, health authorities and delegation from Gavi Vaccine Alliance have discussed preparations for general immunization drive in the country. An Italian-affiliated organization, Gavi, is actively involved in child health programs in South Sudan. In a media statement, Minister of Health, Sarah Kilete-Real, confirmed that the preparations or the country is preparing to conduct a general immunization drive targeting children, appealing to the development partners to support the process. Gavi country manager Patient says the team is visiting South Sudan to appraise Gavi programs, identify challenges, and find practical solutions, expressing the organization's continued support to the medical sector of the country.
I'm pleased and honored to welcome the Gavi team to the Ministry of Health. The purpose of this visit is to do a general appraisal about how we're doing with immunization in the country. And I'm glad to report that over time, from the last visit to now, and with the investment of Gavi, which is over 200 million in South Sudan, we've been able to increase the number of children vaccinated from 50% to 73%. We need to work together to cooperate and coordinate our work. and also increase our advocacy to the international community to continue with the support for South Sudan. On our part as the government, we are committed to also provide our co-financing for vaccination. So very grateful to Gavi, to working together with saving children and saving lives for the betterment of the health system in South Sudan.
We, Gavi, are in country this week for what we call a joint appraisal to review Gavi investments, to review the achievements, to understand the challenges, and to look at the future. Briefly, Gavi is a vaccine alliance that works very closely with host governments, together with UNICEF and WHO, expanded partners, and civil society organizations. We are looking forward to our ongoing collaboration with the Ministry of Health. We are very excited to be part of a dynamic health team that is focusing on delivering health programs for children to make sure that children are protected from vaccine preventable.
The ongoing public consultations on drafting a permanent constitution of the country continue to attract grassroots attention as over 100 participants from different groups in Will North County's headquarters, Gok Machar, have taken part in the program, expressing their views to be reflected in the new country's constitution. Commissioner of Will North County, Deng Kwel, describes the program as a step towards accountability, appreciating the national government for implementing the long-awaited exercise in the country. The NCRC team leader for Northern Barghazal State, Simon Gadluak Pech, appreciated the commissioner for mobilizing sectors to contribute their views and opinions to the permanent constitution of the country.
We received National Constitutional Review Committee, and we started making the consultation with the different categories of communities: youth, sheep, women, organized forces. We already put our views, and we are really appreciated. This permanent constitution is really appreciated, and we are always supporting that our government should go to that consultation in order to get the view for the all citizens.
It's a great opportunity for us to be in Gok Machar, the headquarters of Will North County, where we had a lengthy deliberation with the local authority, chief, faith-based group, youth, women unions, and all the stakeholders who are actually needed to participate in the permanent constitution making process. And we were really pleased for the local authority, Honorable Commissioner of our Will North County had actually made it possible through the aid of His Excellency, the Governor of Northern Barghazal, Honorable His Excellency Simon Robert Mawood.
نريد أن يتم تنفيذ ما ناقشناها وكتبناها اليوم في منطقة غونغ مشار بمقاطعة طويلة الشمالية، لأن الدستور سيعمل على معالجة كافة التحديات، وبعد تنفيذ عملية صياغة الدستور سوف لا يكون هناك أي اعتراضات في جنوب السودان.
أنا سعيدة جدا من الفريق الذي جاء من جوبا عن قصد للتربية المدنية بشأن عملية صنع الدستور، حيث سمعنا الآن بعض الأشياء الجديدة في القوانين حول شرعية الحقوق التي تمنح المرأة 35%، وأيضا تمنح المرأة جميع حقوق الحصول على إجازة الأمومة وحقوق الإنسان الأخرى.
In related development, the public consultations on drafting the South Sudan's permanent constitution continues in Lakes State, Ural East County, with the National Constitutional Review Commission seeking grassroots inputs to the drafting the country's constitution, whose many voices say should be people-driven constitution. Ural East County Commissioner Manyang Luke, in a meeting with the Commission's team, affirming his area's support for the process. Thon Chigai, the CRC team leader assured local citizens that their specific concerns would be the primary focus of the constitutional efforts.
I'm very glad to have the committee today, or the team, for the aim of constitutional review. For the days that we are going to be here, we'll facilitate them in terms of security, in terms of cooperation, because it is our duty, and we are going to add our views to our constitution. Every nation is governed by the constitution.
The NCRC team in Lagos State is currently in Zero County for public consultation and civil education campaign. We have conducted a meeting with them, telling them our mandate and why we are here. We are very thankful to the state government under His Excellency Governor Arin Bor and all his commissioners for the support and cooperation they have rendered to us during this process. We are very happy that the NCRC team will be back in Juba with all the report of all 8 counties in Lagos State. We have covered everything due to good security.
In other news, communities in Magui County of Eastern Equatoria State are appreciating the steps undertaken by the National Constitution Review Commission to seek their views and opinions on drafting the country's new constitution. SSBC's John Sogam reports in Magui, Eastern Equatoria State.
The permanent constitution process in South Sudan has received strong backing from communities in Magui County, Eastern Equatoria State. The civic education and public consultation efforts headed by the National Constitutional Review Commissions are gaining momentum, with participants urging the government to prioritize inclusivity and swift implementation.
The mandate for why we are here and the objectives is precisely to ensure a people-driven constitution. We want to ensure the constitution is inclusive. Your voices are heard. The people are supreme to the constitution. And it's important that all your views are captured on so many different topics that we are going to address today. We are going to address issues related to the territory of South Sudan in terms of the governance of the country, related to the question of the political system, the form of government, and questions of peace building, questions of conflict prevention, questions of conflict resolution. In addition to that, we are going to talk about the Bills of Rights. And the Bills of Rights are categorized into 2 main categories: the civil and political rights, as well as economic, social, and cultural rights. We are going to have a chance to address all these issues, which are very important in terms of the constitution making.
Participants described the process as critical steps towards shaping the country's political future and improving the lives of citizens. They appeal for their voices to be heard and fully reflected in the final document.
I want to start with this issue of 30% or 40% or 50%. I think this is another trick that should be removed from the law. If we are all capable and we are competent, the women can also go to 100%. Because if this percent is going to be distributed between women and elderly people, where are we used? So which means we are also going to demand 50% out of that 100 women.
Community members raised key concerns including land rights, political instability, border protections, and the inclusion of minority groups in the national affairs. Many believe a new permanent constitution could help address the country's most pressing challenges, from economic hardships to human rights violations in conflict zones.
Here, but we, the women, we are undermined, we are not taken to school. That I think if the government also can recruit us a constitution as adult education, also will help more. Because in most cases, when you go to many places, you find that the majority which are undermined educations, they are not attended educations, and they have no chance forever, and they are there at home. So we need to put that as adult education, as a constitution. South Sudan primary education for free for every South Sudanese to have that.
The Commission says ongoing consultations across the country are crucial in shaping a document that ensures fair representations and improved service delivery for all citizens.
Decentralized federal system of government, of which the national power has to give power to the state, county to exercise their role and responsibility. It will work well to our context in this country. Others, it will work, but it depends on how they are going to use it.
As South Sudan moves closer to adopting permanent constitutions, the message from Magui County is clear. The people are ready for change, and they want their voices to help shape the nation's future. Sogam John, SSBC, Magui County, Eastern Equatorial.
The governor of Apanal State, Jacob Dola, calls for collective efforts to foster peace and peaceful coexistence among communities in the state. He is speaking at a reception ceremony organized in the honor at the State Coordination Office in Juba. Governor wrote, it stresses that sustaining peace and requires unity and shared responsibility among all citizens.
And I hope this is the beginning of people of Apanal. This is the time for them to realize peace. This is the time for peace. And I want to urge each and every one of them, Chuluk, Jinka, Nuer, Koma, Maban, let us unite as a one people, as a one family. That will be the only way to build or to end this economical crisis. The crises are happening in the state and West State. This is a big challenge. And I urge the leaders of Apanal, let us join hands together.
The governor of Western Barghazal State, Sharif Daniel Sharif, convened with a delegation from the South Sudan Special Olympics Committee led by the committee's chairperson Rebecca Joshua ahead of launching a Special Olympics programs for persons with disabilities in the state and to promote public awareness. The State Minister of Youth and Sports, Mohamed Ali Goni, commends the committee's efforts, reaffirming the government's readiness to supporting the Special Olympics programs in the region.
نيجي ندشن البرنامج بتاع الأولمبيات الخاص لأول مرة في ولاية غرب بحر الغزال. فبدينا في التدريب الخاص بالمدربين وفيهم الفيدريشنز والمجتمع والشخصيات اللي بيختصوا بمعرفتهم للإعاقة الذهنية. الإعاقة الذهنية لها أكثر من 8 سنة واشتركنا في الألعاب القومية، فجاء الفرصة إن احنا نجي للولايات عشان احنا ننزلها على أرض الواقع وندي فرصة لعيالنا والمعاقين ذهنيا إنهم ينتهزوا هذه الفرصة الإنسانية، نديهم فرصة للرياضة ونديهم فرصة للعمل الصحي، وإنهم برضو نزور المدارس ونشوف كيف العيال الموجودين في المدارس يستفيدوا من هذه الفرصة.
التدشين وبداية البرنامج يبدأ بولاية غرب بحر الغزال، وده دلالة كبير لأنه ولاية غرب بحر الغزال عاصمة بتاع الرياضة والشعب بتاع الولاية محب للرياضة بمختلف أنواعه. ونحن في وزارة أصلا درجنا دائما الاهتمام بالأشخاص ذوي الإعاقة، عندنا ملاعب لكرة السلة لأشخاص ذوي الإعاقة في الولاية، فأكيد نحن حننزل البرنامج بتاع الأولمبيات الخاصة بصورة.
The Commissioner of Yei County, Emmanuel Taban Seme, has inspected the Yei Health Science Institute to assessing its general condition and the challenges facing the facility. In a statement to SSBC, Taban says he was briefed on the challenges and appeals to the health partners to supporting the institute for effective service delivery. The principal of the Yei Health Science Institute, Kwal Ajok, outlines key challenges affecting the smooth operation of the institution in the region.
Came in a special visit to Yei Health Science Institute to compare myself with the situations. The institute is an old institute. The facility is generally needs some renovation, a minor renovation, because it was since relocated from Chukudum during the liberation area up to today. Some of the facility did not get any chance of being renovated. And also there are some other administrative challenges, the accommodation of the students and also some the human resource in the administration, and also the running cost of the institute.
The school actually is running 5 programs, that is midwives, nurses, lab, clinical officers, and pharmacy technician. These 3 courses are now running in the institute, but we hope to advertise for more recruitment. Most of our challenges that we have, as we mentioned, some of them including sanitation facilities, the power supply, and all this. We have some of the challenges related to the human resource, but we are managing it. We are planning also to have some last year, so that we have enough manpower. But what we need right now is that we have a very big dormitory that has not been used.
That's it from me and the team. I am Matiang Joseph, and thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more programs coming up.
Today's the day for peace to reign. Oh, there's another day ahead of us. Who knows? I have a role, you have a role, we have a task. Together, let's give time for peace to reign. Do we take a peace and development initiative? I trust you are